Well, the government is officially back up and running after the funding bill was signed into law last night. But the short-term spending plan isn't without some controversy. WENY's Washington correspondent Brendan Scanlon joins us live tonight to tell us why a last-minute provision by the Senate is not sitting well with the House. Brendan.
Hey there, Renata. Good evening. Well, in addition to keeping the lights on through this upcoming January, this funding package also includes full-year appropriations bills for certain federal agencies as well as for the legislative branch. But a last-minute provision added on by the Senate in that funding package is prompting some bipartisan backlash here on Capitol Hill.
I was very angry about it. I was. And a lot of my members called me and said, did you know about it? We had no idea. That was dropped in at the last minute. And I did not appreciate that, nor did most of the House members.
House Speaker Mike Johnson responding Wednesday night to a controversial provision in the legislation that ended the longest shutdown in U.S. history. Senate Majority Leader John Thune reportedly directed staff to insert language allowing senators to sue for up to $500,000 if federal law enforcement obtains their electronic records without their knowledge. The move was made after 8 Republican senators learned their phone records were subpoenaed without their knowledge during special counsel Jack Smith's January 6th investigation.
I had a conversation with Leader Thune early this morning about it. I think he regretted the way it was done.
House Republicans say they were blindsided by the move, including the lone House lawmaker targeted by Jack Smith's Arctic frost probe.
Do I have the same, for whatever reason, do we have the same privileges as the Senate? Apparently we don't. If it was a serious problem for the senators, why wouldn't it be a serious problem for members of the House?
Pennsylvania Congressman Mike Kelly learned that he would not qualify for the same protections as senators just hours before the House took up the bill for a vote.
I didn't find out till last night, early this morning, that we weren't being considered to be part of that. We're looking into it. We talked to the Speaker's office. We're going to see what can happen and how we can go forward with it. I think we should fall under the same protections as the Senate does.
The top House Judiciary Committee Democrat Jamie Raskin accused senators of seeking a, quote, pirate's treasure for having their call logs turned over for what Raskin calls a routine grand jury subpoena. And Renata, House Speaker Mike Johnson told reporters last night that the House is expected to vote on legislation to repeal that lawsuit provision as early as next week. He said he expects it to pass with bipartisan support, and he expects his colleagues in the Senate to also pass the legislation that, again, would repeal that lawsuit provision. So far, at least 3 out of those 8 Republican senators targeted in that January 6th investigation announced today that they will not pursue any compensation from the government. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WENY News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Renata, back to you.